a miracle. It's a fucking miracle. Blessing all these hoes, this shit is spirit. This shit is spirit. I can't do no dirty bitch, scratch off the cereal. Scratch off that shit. Plus I'm dripped in all this gold, I feel imperial. I'm feeling marvelous. I just copped a new drop today.
Let's welcome you to the world's most greatest podcast in the world.
Yeah. Okay, Charles, what's up?
So, black mom, white dad, black mom. Mm-hmm. When do we decide on the blackness? Is it skin tone or which parent?
I thought we already answered this.
I don't know. We just got into the flow.
With me personally, attitude.
Yeah, I'm a skin tone cat for sure. Like. We'll take it from there. We'll take it from there. Like I'm truly a skin tone.
From the South, how do you feel?
Shit. It's kind of attitude, actions for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, attitude, actions.
Yeah. That's actually.
I'm not mad at anybody.
But I feel like you can tell what it is: white mom, black dad, or black.
Black
mom, white dad, by the actions and the attitude.
But see, that's where I don't think so. I think that's why I've been got too many times. So at this point, I'm just going with I've been got.
What, Charles?
I've been crazy. I've been like, oh yeah, your mom is black, right? And then it's like, no, my mom's white. I'm like, wow.
Regular people or celebrity?
More regular people. Celebrities, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, fair enough.
They're doing what? No, I feel him. Like when I found out Chris Humphrey's dad was black, I was like, yo,
yeah.
Like wow.
When you told me that,
learn something new every day.
It's like that's
no clue. I had no clue.
I was like, okay, Kim Kardashian makes sense.
She has a type.
I get it now.
Yeah, well,
I get it.
Oh, you got a black daddy?
Yeah. She was like, I'm not straying far from the gene pool that far. So I get it. So like everyone has a thing. So
Persian?
From the Caucasus Mountains up there somewhere.
Yeah, come on now.
I don't know if they're Persian. He's like from Kazakhstan.
I mean Kardashian.
He's from Kazakhstan.
Kardashian alone.
That's Persian.
Is
it Persian? Yeah. I think it's Persian adjacent. Listen.
It was Persian.
Bro, I don't even go to L century stuff. Like, stay in this century. Like,
I feel geography. So I'm not
Actually, I'm with him. Like, I'm good on history. Geography is like, I couldn't even really tell you what Persia is, if I'm going to be honest.
I mean, it used to be the USSR if we're getting more reason.
All right, now we're done. All right, so we got DJ Jordan Jetson. Make some fucking noise one time.
Word?
As you can see, we should have been talking about music or something, but we're talking about gene pools and people's parents biracial.
It's a regular conversation.
Just good days. I would call him Howard's finest DJ, but I don't know. Are you still not allowed to have that title? Years removed.
I won the competition. To my knowledge, it's still going. So it's passed down. But I won my year for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just I don't want to be disrespectful.
No.
I don't want no issues. They say like men are mad messy, so I didn't want to start nothing where like someone's clippers would be like, this nigga say he Howard's best DJ.
At this point,
is there DJ beef?
Well, here's the thing.
I wanted to say.
Well, okay. It's fine. Let's just flow. Let's just flow, man. Let's just flow. So here's the first thing.
Here's the first thing.
I'm a grown ass man. Whoa. If anybody has a problem with me at this point about some shit that happened in Howard, we have nothing to talk about. They have a one-sided problem.
I can respect that.
That's all I'm saying, bro. It was a very long time ago.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Like this is. I got here.
That's why I even started. You know how I started? I was like, I don't want to just.
You are good.
You might be past that. You might be.
No, it's all good. It happened. I made it out. I got the degree. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy about that. See, it's just like all the praises for that. You know what I'm saying?
I respect that.
I mean, I couldn't pull a Diddy. You know what I'm saying? He did 1 year and then hit stardom. You know what I'm saying? It happened for him. But
it's still coming for you.
Yeah, of course. We're moving every day, progressing every day.
Okay.
So yeah, if Howard shit happened, I won my year for sure.
Okay.
By far. Like I said, to my knowledge, it's still going. So to whoever has a title now, congratulations.
I love that. So before we get to Howard, there's a long way. Like your life doesn't just start at Howard. You know, even though you've been in the
some people's does, not mine.
Wow. You've been in the
off the hip early.
You've been in the DMV area, DC area for quite some time now.
Yeah.
So, but you have so we'll get to we like I said, we got DJ beef, we got questions, we got a lot of things. But before we get there, tell us before you blessed the North with your presence because you a down south cat.
Yeah.
I'm using a lot of hand motion.
I am. So funny enough, actually born in Chicago Heights, Illinois. Yes.
Oh, so you off your like Ludacris.
We got a lot. We got a lot going on in my family. My direct bloodline started off in Mississippi.
Okay.
And then followed everybody to Chicago.
There we go.
I was born there. By the time I was born, let's say I might have been. It was less than a year.
Mm-hmm.
It was less than a year that I was there. My great grandma was sick of the winter. So my uncle built her a house in Cobb County, Georgia. Shout out Cobb. And we followed her, and so that's where it starts down south. But I went back every summer. My great grandmother, we moved with my great grandmother. My grandmother stayed in Chicago.
Okay.
She moved a little bit more south side, and I visited every summer. So I got the best of both worlds, if you ask me, for real.
Wow, that's a very, very interesting. So
That's some real great migration history shit right
No,
there.
for real.
Like
For real.
you got it all down pat. You like we done hit here, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Well, you out on the West Coast too, or?
We haven't been to the West Coast yet. It's coming though. I got way too many people out there at this point. It's just either time or money, man. Time or money. Either money calling here, or I'm just booked up. You know. So it's very soon, probably before the end of the year, maybe.
Okay.
You play everything right.
So Chicago and Atlanta. So I'm guessing those are the foundations of your musical experiences.
Pretty much. But it was kind of different too. I mean, at the same time, I was riding in the car as a kid listening to Outkast. We were, 30 minutes down the road, and we were listening to Jay-Z. So it's like my mom had a really big influence on my music too. She liked a lot of up north guys. So Jay-Z, she loves Jadakiss. She loves Southern rap just as much, but those were her guys. You know what I'm saying? So we listened to a lot of that, and then riding with other people, same time, like I said, Outkast, Goody Mob, everybody. A lot of T.I. as well. So yeah, I got literally the best of both worlds. I wouldn't trade it for nothing.
When would you say you started DJing?
2015. So it wasn't until I got to Howard, funny enough. I've always had a love for music. Growing up, I tried a lot of different things, rapping, producing.
Yeah, because I saw you, like, you had some production, so you seem to be inclined with music. So what was were you going to be, Metro Boomin at one point? Was that the plan?
I had a lot of dreams as a kid. At first, my first, like, I guess, musical goal, I wanted to be on 106 and Park on Freestyle Friday. That was like my first ever.
You just gonna bar niggas up?
That's what I was planning. That's what I was planning.
So if I ask you,
but no, here's the funny part. So here's the funny part. No. You're not getting the 16 right now. You're not getting the 16 right now.
I had to make sure.
If you give me like 2 days,
Fucking food.
no, but if you give me like 2 days, I might come up with something. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be hard though. I can't say it's gonna be hard. That's the thing I'm worried about. Like if I ever get in the studio, I'm gonna just waste niggas' time. Like niggas gonna be sitting there like, yo, you ready? I'm be like, nah, not yet. Hold on, let me.
So what if they give you the 2 days, you gonna come back and I'll be ready?
Exactly. And now, hey nigga, we got a bill for 2 days of studio time. I'll be like, damn, that's crazy. Where the label at? Nigga, we don't got no label. Damn, we did all this with no label? Like, shit.
These hours add up, nigga.
Yeah, them hours add up. So, but yeah, that Freestyle Friday was my first goal. That's where I really wanted to be at. I didn't understand the concept though. So like I was a kid, might have been like 8. So, but I was writing the raps. You feel what I'm saying? So I didn't understand the point of a freestyle. It didn't click to me.
You didn't realize you thought they were like performing.
I thought niggas was in the booth first, and then they was like, "Man, we taking this shit to 106 and Park, nigga, on Freestyle Friday."
That would make sense for an 8-year-old.
Oh yeah, it didn't click to me, but at 8, my shit was decent at 8. I can't lie. I still remember the first one I like typed up. I had bad handwriting, so I typed it up. Yeah.
You typed it?
I typed it.
Like on the computer?
Yeah.
What year were you born?
95.
You same age as my baby Xyda.
Yeah.
You're not young. You're old as hell.
Yeah, that's the funny part. People keep telling me I'm young, which I don't understand. I guess niggas assume I'm older than I am just because of the size, which I understand. Niggas also assume I'm security in most places as well. It's fine. I get it.
Do you? No, it's not that. Like I don't know. I'm not denying that you get it, but like, Do you really understand? It's like,
Shit's hilarious.
I'm not the security. I'm the DJ.
Oh yeah, I have to explain that multiple times. Last week. Stopped by Law Society to grab a check. Was standing outside, just waiting for them to come bring it down.
Niggas was giving you ID.
3 girls. No, that has happened once. That happened at St. X. 3 girls came up and they're talking, like trying to figure out what they about to do. And I hear them, but I'm just like minding my business. And she turned to me, "Is it lit in there?" And I said, "Oh, I don't know. I haven't gone in. I'm just waiting on somebody." "Is it a cover? How much is it?" I said, "Oh, sorry, I don't work here." She's like, "Damn, my bad. I'm assuming this shit." Then they start walking, and the third girl like, "You ain't asked him?" She's like, "Bitch, I just said he don't work here." I was like, okay. I got my check and I left.
I respect it. Listen, I have so many theories right now. I'm not even going to go into like 5 of them, but
Please do.
No, it's just that like
you have more than 5.
I have one theory that like bigger men just have to have a certain level of like humor to get through life. Like,
absolutely,
you could have easily been offended on 4 to 5 different grand levels, but you were just like, "This is my life."
I think a bigger part of it, I've been big, like, but also like outside of it, I'm a cool ass nigga.
That's true.
That's the thing.
Being cool is far more important than if you're big or not, because there's mad skinny niggas who are annoying as fucking hell.
Bro, come on.
Like,
I be telling you every day, like,
You can have.
that's
but here's the thing. But they be letting skinny niggas get away with shit.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I have another theory that we're as a skinny look is the skinniest nigga in here. It's crazy, man. Here's my theory. Like we're still really like just cave people. So like at the end of the day, we have like real animalistic views on life. So the taller and the bigger you are, the more we expect from you as far as like protection and security. So like in every situation when there's a fight, I'm sure everyone looks at you like, and you like, "Nigga, what the fuck you want me to do?" But that's just how humans' minds are wired.
No, you're right.
As much as people want to act like they're super progressive, they's like, "Oh, he's big, so he should be able to take care of everything."
He must be whooping ass.
You know, it's just a general consensus that you're the guy, not that you're the music lover who's about to make us dance all night. That's not the thought process.
Nah, it doesn't. That is not the first thought at all.
That's so nasty. But let's get back to Georgia for a little.
So nasty.
Producing, you thought you were gonna be Lil Bow Wow, but that
didn't happen. Thought I was gonna be Metro Boomin.
Because I was holding that in for so long. When he said 106 and Park.
When he said I was 8 years old, I was like, come on, bro.
I definitely thought I was gonna be Lil Bow Wow. I definitely thought I was gonna be Lil Bow Wow. That didn't happen.
It's okay.
Thought I was gonna be Metro Boomin. Didn't happen.
He came in your city too and took over.
Relax,
bro. He can do whatever he wants. That's fine.
My bad.
No, it's fine. I'm not tripping over Shad Moss. But
He just send shots.
He definitely
how
said,
was that a shot? That's a nigga name.
You definitely said he came to his city and took off.
That's a nigga name.
You're devious.
Hey, niggas need to go in Atlanta and do whatever. They already doing whatever there anyway.
I've been to Atlanta a few times. Atlanta's super lit.
I fuck with Atlanta crazy.
Atlanta's a vibe, man.
And his family down there.
Last time I was in Atlanta, I was with one of my homies. He was like, "They have a DJ everywhere."
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why when I was like, "Oh, so y'all," I was like, "You must have been doing this in like high school, right? Because like this is what y'all do."
It just it didn't click. Rapping, I spent the most time on. You know.
Okay.
So you were serious about this rap thing?
Was it like making music?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, so here's the thing. It was at the time that this was happening.
You came up doing like all the groups in Atlanta.
There you
too.
go. Yes. Yeah. So at the time this was happening, it was like high school. It was a couple niggas older than us.
Yeah.
I mean, but it led into everybody kind of doing music.
Shad the guy was in one of these.
So who was in not maybe your high school, or like the neighborhood high school, that high school adjacent that you're about to tell us was like is offset now? Like, give me that person.
Lil Yachty.
He went to your school?
I went to my high school. Yeah, he was. I was a senior. He was a sophomore, if I'm not mistaken. And then I think I graduated, and by freshman, sophomore year.
Yeah, he was
when it was picking up. But he had been rapping, way before that. And I think it literally in Atlanta at the time we had like 2-9, we had Key, we had Father, we had all of Awful Records, we had McConan. Mm-hmm. We had those people that kind of just that's what started booming that new Atlanta wave. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of looking at these guys knowing they're down the street from us and just like, oh, we can do this too. And then
everyone was doing it.
Pretty much. A lot of people had it. And then I had friends at the time. Shout out my brother Motorsport. That's my lifetime producer if I ever do get back into rapping. But he had got into producing way earlier, but he didn't let niggas know at first. And then as we start making more music, I was like, this nigga cold. I still got some beats from him from like 2008 that are better than some shit in 2023. Mm. He won't agree that, and I'll never release him before he fight me or something. But yeah, I'll put that up there. So yeah, it was a lot of people in the city that were inspiring to tell niggas that this shit is possible. You don't need the label. You don't need anything else, and just do you and rap.
That's lit. I knew a lot of
Dungeon Family and all them didn't.
He's from a different age group.
It was so it was a bit of a different age group. So like we were aware
earlier.
Yeah,
when he was 8.
That is the part. So like they weren't the music that we were looking to for inspiration.
Yes, that way
you know what I mean?
9 and 10, it was different ball at that time.
We were hot with the new shit that was coming out. So that was
just said Key,
no, you're good.
And 2-9.
That ain't Future.
Oh, because listen, he likes Key like that. A lot of Atlanta, like he put me onto a lot of like at the time the underground, like the guys you're talking about. Like I didn't listen. If it wasn't Jeezy,
you here?
Yeah.
If it wasn't Jeezy or Gucci, like I was, Atlanta is cool. But like,
yeah. So it's just like same Atlanta, different team.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's it.
And that's what I learned from him. So I'm like,
because I'm one of them niggas who was like, there would be no 21 Savage without Key.
Damn near. Key put on a lot of niggas. Gave a lot of niggas inspiration. Mm-hmm. Still niggas using some flows that he been had in 2011.
He ghost wrote for some niggas too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. So you're in Atlanta. I know a lot of randomly a lot of people from Atlanta, and they talk about high school in Atlanta, like how I think my high school situation was, but in retrospect, it was kind of cool.
Yeah,
y'all had a lot of fun. Take me back to like some of the funnest things you remember, or those times in Atlanta, and you like, damn, we was in high school having it the fuck up.
So here's where a bit of the difference comes in for me. My high school wasn't that crazy. So we were in the city for a bit, but we didn't stay long. So we went kind of 20 minutes on a good day northwest from the city. So we were in
Stone Mountain?
Closer to Stone Mountain, not that far up. So we were close to the city, but not in the city. And that's kind of how my family liked it, which I totally understand now that I'm an adult. You know what I mean? So my high school wasn't nothing crazy for the most part. I mean, we had the same shit that everybody had. At the same time, though, from my experience, I lived with my great grandmama. So I was pretty sheltered for the most part. But that is what led to me doing so many like creative projects. Because 9 times out of 10 I was in the crib. You know what I mean? Kept me out of trouble. I can't say it didn't work now. I'm still alive to this day. Rest her soul, man. Love my great grandma. She's an amazing person. But yeah, she was. I'd be in that house. At the time.
So no Cascades for you. You wasn't.
Asked about it. Asked about it. My mama would be like, yeah, okay, and then. Cause she wanted me to get out and have more things, but then like it'd be like the day of my great grandma would be like, I had a dream.
So
everybody grandma's the same. Everybody grandma's the same.
Coaches and everything, they all
and
have dreams.
then my mom would be like,
that's good.
Like, look, you know how this goes.
Don't stress her out.
Come on now, yeah. So,
she had a dream. I love that.
A lot of the wild shit I seen happen up here, and then when I went back to Atlanta, I saw some wild shit happening there. But after seeing some wild shit up here, I was like, oh, this damn near normal.
Well, let's get to it.
Yeah.
Howard's finest DJ year, 2000.
Howard's finest 2017.
2016. Just to make sure.
I think
that was a good year.
I want to say 2016. Yeah, Howard's Hottest 2016.
That was a really good year, man. Good times. But yes, Howard. So when you get to Howard's campus, what made you say, "Hey, I want to DJ now"?
Still had that love for music. Wasn't really into rapping anymore. I ran out of shit to talk about.
What do you mean? From Atlanta, you came up north. You getting the biddies? Come on, bro.
I wasn't like robbing niggas or selling drugs. I was graduating and going to Howard. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Which back in 2012, I don't know what it is now. Apparently they raising requirements and shit.
You could have made
but back then niggas was like, oh,
you could have put your Kendrick flow.
That nigga used too many words. I didn't have that much to say. I didn't want to rap. That's what I'm saying. I didn't want to rap for real.
That nigga used too many words.
I think the craziest part. You got it. I understand. But back then, that nigga was using a lot of words.
Listen, when he said that, I knew exactly what he meant. So I really felt it.
But tell me if I'm lying.
That's what I'm saying. Everything you're saying is very true.
I'm a fan of Kendrick.
I love Kendrick.
But he was using a lot of fucking words. He was one of them niggas that you couldn't memorize the lyrics to. You sitting there looking at him.
That's why when the white
and you like
that's why when the white cousins was going crazy at the concerts, I'd be like, what the fuck is this?
That
shit used to piss me off.
Because white people don't have shit else to do but study black people.
I love you, Kendrick, but when he used to let them people, it was like 2012, 13, he used to let them come to the concerts and go crazy. I just be like, Kendrick, stop this shit now. Like, if you don't bring some
bringing a little white boy up on stage talking about, hey, can I say nigga? Can I say the word? Can I say the word?
Oh yeah, that
and back then they was like, yeah, nigga, say it. What the fuck are we doing?
Kendrick let that happen at the concert?
I don't remember, but someone definitely asked.
I'm gonna have to. I need a fact check. I really think it was him.
Yeah, it was somebody, but he was definitely bringing up, and they was doing the backseat freestyle. Yeah, and that shit was pissing me off because I love that song.
Great
but
song.
I can never do it. Like, why does white cuz just know all the lyrics? I'm tired.
Nigga run out of breath.
You feel me? This nigga, how bad? Y'all niggas been good today. Good. But so DJ, you're on here.
Yeah.
You're vibing.
What was DC like when you first got here?
DC, for the most part, I didn't see anything crazy. Like my freshman year. But I wasn't really outside that much. But my family, my mother and my grandmother went to Howard as well, so they already told me what to expect.
So DC. You a Howard alum?
I'm third generation Bison. Yeah, man. So I didn't have no other choices but to go to Howard. Even if I got declined, we was gonna get there one way or another. So yeah, 2014 is when shit started picking up. I meet a group of friends that become my lifelong brothers at this point. Shout out Izzy and Milo, and I just started going out more. You know what I'm saying? Izzy was a host at the time, pretty much doing everything on campus. He drags me to my first house party, actual house party. Niggas go over to a house and be like 10 niggas smoking. That's not really a party.
No, you're talking about peak house party vibes.
Right, but an actual house party. Yeah. So because he was hosting, he was like, all right, come with me. We're standing behind the DJ booth. And I assume, in my head, I think I had the same thought that everybody has watching it for the first time. Oh, that should look easy. That nigga just, okay. Yeah. So that DJ ended up being another one of my brothers, Cam. He was DJing. He taught me the basics, right? And from there, after learning counts and learning when to drop shit, I was kind of just like, he was kind of like, all right, it's on you. And then from there, I borrowed, for some reason, one of my homeboys who wasn't a DJ at all had a small DJ controller, borrowed that from him. And then I was in my room practicing with YouTube for a solid 6-7 months. And then along came Howard's Hottest, and I said, you know what, let's do it.
The 6 to 7 months practicing, how does that go about?
It was fun for me. So out of rapping, out of producing, after everything else I had tried musically, this was the one that I felt the progress happening. And I guess maybe it's because, day to day, I was literally coming back from class, going straight to my room and starting that shit up.
So you Kanye 3 beats a day for 3 songs.
Damn near. I was at least putting in at least an hour, 2 hours a day, in between, grabbing meals and shit in class. So, but I was having fun with it. It felt like it literally felt the progress happening. So yeah, I just kept.
What is the one DJ maybe? Because I don't want to be disrespectful and call it a trick or like skill, but what's the one thing like? Is it when you learn to scratch? It was like, oh.
Scratch, I have a lot of fun scratching. So I think it was that. But then I guess it wasn't only scratching or doing like my first scratch. It was like going on YouTube and seeing all the different types of scratches. And I'm like, damn, this shit. You learn more and more. Like, this shit is.
There's different types of scratches.
Yeah, different.
You be scratching and then transitioning the songs.
I do.
That shit is effortless and it's very clean. I like that a lot.
I didn't ask you. I wanted to know the different types of scratches.
That's what to give you an example.
I mean, two of the easiest ones to understand. Baby scratch is literally when you go back and forth. And then transform is basically when you're pushing the disc forward, and with the crossfader you're doing this motion. So and
what is a crossfader?
What is a crossfader? Crossfader is literally the fader in the middle that goes left to right, and it switches from deck 1 to deck 2.
Song 1 to song 2.
Fair enough.
I like that. So we're practicing 6 to 7 months.
I didn't want people to be, I didn't want to be out in public and people say I suck.
So who else is knowing you're doing this? Does anyone?
Izzy, Milo, anybody who just stopped by my room. By that time, I had a really large room. I was an RA at this point, sophomore year, so I had a pretty big room. So anybody that stopped by my room and saw it on my dresser, I was like, "Oh, you're DJing?" And I was just like, yeah." I didn't want them to no. It was kind of like being Batman. It was like I really didn't want niggas to know. You know what I'm saying? Just in case I go out.
RA by day.
Yeah.
Making these fucking.
So then
by night.
after Howard's Hottest, some niggas didn't even know. But he's right. He's right.
This nigga said Batman, not me. How you gonna say
he's right. He's right.
This nigga said I had the big ass RA room, and then I'm chilling because listen, every RA I know is either super whack or super cool. So they either doing something fucking annoying as fuck and always in their room at night and why you guys making noise? Or they cool as fuck and
my policy was
on their own shit.
My policy was if you make me do my job, I'm gonna do my job. So if you're being stupid and you're leading the clues right to you, I'm gonna have to do my job.
I love that.
That's all it was, and then they understood that. I don't want to do fucking reports.
You know how much fucking paperwork that is,
bro. I'm over here trying. Student A entered the room at approximately. I don't want to do that shit, dog. So yeah, my floor understood it. A couple niggas had to learn it, unfortunately. It just is what it is.
It is what it is. So, we scratching, baby scratch, transform scratch?
Transform scratching. We're making mixes more. I had a lot of fun making mixes. I spent a lot of time on SoundCloud at that time, too, so I was just ripping shit.
I love when people help me, and you've been helping me a lot.
Yeah.
What is the music or song or genre of thing you got introduced to during this kind of exploration learning stage that you were like, oh my God?
I think I was just DJing with songs that I enjoyed. So if it was something that I already had on SoundCloud, it was something that I saw on SoundCloud. Of course, you could just rip that shit off and add the MP3. I was throwing it in there. So I think my first mix, which was DSIC, which is Didn't See It Coming. It was clever to me, but in the end, it didn't really make sense. I just added a whole bunch of songs that I liked at that moment, and I had a lot of fun with it. Like Window Shopper was in there by 50 Cent, and then I what's the name? Transitioned that into, at the time, Post Malone did a cover of it. Of Window Shopper.
I would have never heard that.
Yeah, and I think it's still on SoundCloud. I think so. But it was called Mood or something like that. But it was cool, and it was just shit that I was listening to at the time. That was fun. I think that's what helped made it fun for me. At the time, I was DJing really for myself. I knew I had a decent music taste. I knew people like to listen to what I listened to. So I think that's what really helped solidify it. This is something that's not only enjoyable, but a skill that I can learn.
Is that why you were able to see the progression in what you were doing? Is because it was actually fun to you?
I think so too. Now as after being in it for so long, it's still fun. Don't get me wrong. I still love this shit with the to the core of my heart. But it is. I see more of the business side. When I first started off, there was no business. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even want to put DJ in my name at first because I didn't feel like I was actually a DJ. You know what I'm saying? I was just Jetson, and I was just somebody who was either making mixes, making mashups, shit like that, and just having fun with it, releasing creations for people to see.
That's all right.
Yeah.
We finished the 6 to 7 months. We do our performance.
Yep.
You win. What is the first thing that goes in your mind after you realize that, like, oh shit, I'm the best DJ?
I was nervous as fuck on that stage, man. That was the first time I had done anything like battle performance wise in any sense. Because essentially it was 3 DJs. Each DJ had the 5-minute set, and you have 3 judges that were from the music industry. At the same time, one of those judges was DJ Chubby Swag, who was like my brother for life now. Really taught me a lot about the game. Yes, he was. So yeah, I was on the stage nervous as fuck. I win. I get the trophy. All my friends are there. Everybody happy. I meet them like outside. And then I get home and I sit down and I'm like, damn, this shit really just happened. And so I think that was the moment where I said, okay, this is more than a hobby. This is now something. I think I can put the DJ in front of my name now.
Okay. So when was the first thing you booked after that?
The first thing I booked after that was actually my first and last free gig at the time. So it was 2 of my residents had thrown a house party. Former residents, they had moved out by then. Former residents had thrown a house party, and the reason it was free was because it was for a friend of them who had like some financial aid situation, and they were just trying to help him, basically just get over. So they threw like kind of like a benefit house party. I was closing, and it was like a 2-hour set, and damn near everybody showed up. I was nervous as fuck then too. This one was funny because it was a house party, so of course it was like some upperclassmen that they rented the shit out from. The upperclassmen were, I guess, there. I didn't know that much, but they were just there. So I'll never forget. I DJed for like 25 minutes, and then I played One Dance by Drake. And at the time, that shit was out of there. It was the one. It was the song at the time. A nigga was catching ass and fell into a window and broke it. One of the owners or renters of the house was outside and got pissed. She lost her shit. She immediately came in the door and said, "Everybody get the fuck out." And she started clearing people out in that little area, and then it just spread because you see somebody going off in the party, like, oh shit. She got over to my hearing of sight, and niggas was like, yo, wait, turn it down. And then she shut down the whole party. So I DJed for 25 minutes before what was supposed to be a 2-hour set for free. And that was my first and last free gig.
So you made it very clear that you don't do free gigs. I've seen that already in the storytelling. So with that being said, why the emphasis on that? Is let me guess, they're trying to get over on the DJs. I'm guessing.
Oh, all the time. Even before the pandemic, DJing was becoming more and more easily accessible because technology is evolving and, things are opening up and, there's a lot of like entry level stuff you can get started with. I mean, as you can see now, we have a lot of people that just have, the basic standard DJ controller that, $250 or whatever it costs now. And they just do mashups or content for TikTok. Perfectly fine. At the time, it was my first and last free gig. As it kept going and I realized, the business side of it, like I was talking about, there are people who try to underpay you. There are those same moments that I think a lot of creative professionals run into where people are like, oh, well, this is a lot of exposure for you. this would be great for your brand. This would do that. This, so and so. And it's not.
Instead of trying to compensate you?
That's
crazy.
Yeah. The biggest deal after that first and last free gig I made was for another house party for some of my former residents, and I think I did $150 and a pan of chicken.
You fuck with your former residents, 1.
Yeah.
2, pan of chicken?
Yeah. One of my residents was a really, really good cook, and it was proven.
Okay.
And even with minimal materials,
It
was proven. Some niggas say like, "Oh yeah, he can cook," and they'd be like, "Oh, I could have made this myself." He was good. He was great on the grill. He had a grill at his new spot, and he was like, "Bro." Because at the time I was charging a little bit more than they could afford, and they understood that, and they didn't want to disrespect me, so we got into bargaining. But that was also the first and last time.
Barter system, that's your shit.
Barter system. That is definitely my shit.
But they made it work. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because they weren't.
Barter, you gotta make it work.
Yeah, make it valuable for the person that you're bartering
That's the
with.
point of the barter system.
So we can't come to you with like the 1,000 wings. That's not a.
1,000 wings is crazy.
Just saying. I figured they only gave you like 100 back then.
No. They were no. It was a pan. It was a legit pan of drumsticks, actual drumsticks.
Wow.
So it might have been like 15 drumsticks.
Oh,
Grilled, barbecue, special. He had like a special barbecue salt that he made up. So yeah, that plus $150, we made it work.
all right. So like 75 and 30.
75 and 30, what, 30 wings?
Yeah.
Maybe. Friday, we'll discuss it.
I like this guy. I like this.
Hey, look,
My man said I'm here to barter, bro.
I'm a wing person, bro. I'm sorry. You offer me wings, it's hard for me to turn it down.
Because he said he was down for. I was like, all right, let me see how much you really about a barter. Let me see what you really about.
That's like strictly a homie thing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm kidding. I kid.
I emphasize. I'm gonna look into the camera for this one. That's strictly a homie thing.
Listen, my man needs to get paid. So
Just saying.
now I don't know if we get messy, but fuck it. So where is your residency, or where's the place you consider yourself like, this is where I DJ?
Right now, Alice, Cloak. After COVID, a lot of shit changed, man. A lot of managers left, a lot of shit switched up. Mm-hmm. So I used to be at a lot of spots and just, don't really frequent there now. Mm. Outside of like Alice and Cloak, that's the home team. I got some of my like, what am I trying to say? I guess like that Cloak was my first residency along with Joy Club. Aside of that, working with Scooty. That starts Monday. That's what it was. I was like,
one more time?
It was like something. Scooty.
That starts Monday.
That starts Monday. Yeah.
Right next to Marvin's.
Used
back
to be.
in the day.
Yeah. R.I.P. It was a great spot. Spot. A great spot that had great wings. Just want to point that out.
Facts.
So my question always to the DJs, well, not even to the DJs, because we've had this conversation here about partying in DC. Mm-hmm. Someone who's went to Howard has now been DJing all up and through DC in the area. Where is the spots? You don't have to yes, you do have to say names. So tell me the spots where you're like, all right, this is the place where it's legit party. It's a fun, good party.
So here's the difficulty with that. After pandemic, I can't even say after pandemic, after lockdown, I'll say, like I said, shit switched up with venues, with managers, with DJs themselves. Now it's harder to follow the location, and it's easier to follow the DJ or the collective or the party itself.
I've been saying
okay.
that.
Yeah, it's because here's the thing.
Do you think that's an issue?
No. Everybody's trying to make money. That's the thing. So as a club in DC, which is a transient city, we have people that have been there their whole lives. We have people that have been there for a year. We have people that are only going to be here for a year. We have people that are only going to be here for a weekend. You know what I'm saying? You want to cater to many people as possible. So on a business level, it makes sense. I can't fault a club for saying or having a trend of like, oh, Friday nights is more urban, or Saturday nights is more pop, Saturday nights is more top 40. If it happens, it happens. You know what I'm saying? Of course, it goes along with the promoters and the parties that you're booking for these nights. But now, if you want a consistent thing, you're going to have to follow the party, the DJ, the collective. You know.
streets are done.
Scott Charles is like, I just want to go to one spot.
I feel it.
I want to know the place where every Friday night, I want to be on Monday night. We go here because they do this.
Anytime we go to St. X, it's never a bad time.
Yeah. I love St. X. I swear on this.
I think St. X has a lot of personality for a venue.
Yes, that's my.
Because it has the upstairs, it also has the basement.
Did you listen to my episode when
he sounds like he did?
Because that's what places need to have personality.
Absolutely.
People need to feel something. I like Alice because that shit is cool.
Yep.
The little game bar downstairs is dope as fuck.
Exactly.
So you have to get the regular mom and pop storefront right there.
Yeah, bro.
It's a
hold on. And the food is fucking great.
Amazing.
That's great fucking food.
It's such a cheeky situation. If you really want to go upstairs
and it's not that expensive.
Get and shake butt and do all that, go upstairs and have the time of your life. You want your little section.
And so that's why one night I can say Alice Fridays with Joy Club is going to be a good fucking time either way.
All right. So I said we're gonna get messy. So of all the DJs, who it's too many of y'all. Well, I guess that's my issue now. So all right, yeah, follow the DJ, follow the party. That's cool. But it's like fucking 80 of you guys. So how do I know, all right, when I come here, this is going to be worth my time? Or who is worth my time? Because I think it's very easy to be like...
I'm so used to just Charles sitting right here and just...
That's all good.
I mean, if you want to respond... You know.
Oh, no, I'm good. I'm good. I respect it. I just don't partake.
The Pope. I was like,
Damn.
So how? Because my thing is that anytime we ask somebody who's the best, I don't want to say I'm the best. All right, so if none of y'all the best, then what the fuck? Who am I going to?
Oh, no. I'll fuck that. I'll say I'm the best.
Okay, so I'll come to yours on Friday.
Yeah.
Now, Saturday, what if I want to do that?
Saturday. I don't have a consistent one. Let's see. Damn. Every Saturday?
I usually be seeing Matthias on Saturdays.
This is my thing.
That's what I'm saying. That's when it comes to following the homies.
Yeah. I follow him last night.
Yeah, because if I'm not spinning and then the homies are doing something, then I'm probably going there or I'm in the crib.
Here's my thing. When I go to New York, I just live in Brooklyn. I lived in Brooklyn from 2016 to 21.
Yeah.
Me and my homies on a Friday night, we could say Lot 45.
Sure.
We're going to Lot 45. We know no matter what, Lot 45 is going to have enough woman, enough DJ, enough, music. Drinks ain't going to be whatever. And it's going to be people. It'll be enough people in the building to make it worthwhile coming outside.
Yeah.
Then shit kind of changed. Niggas like, and a lot of really black people in that drummer. Boom, Cafe Urzul. We knew
Heard about it. Yeah.
we could go to Cafe and even to this day, I pulled up to New York maybe a couple months ago. Mm-hmm. Went down my old block. It was niggas outside Cafe having it. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
That's all I'm asking for DC. That no matter what, there could be spots, things where people could say, "Hey, my homies from out of town."
Might be Lost Society then.
You see it, bro. Every time I actually ask somebody who parties about Lost Society, I get this face.
Well, here's the thing.
People be there. You asking for just driving by and seeing.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's the consistency is the issue. But that's for every spot. You know what I'm saying? For Lost Society, I like Lost Society after the more after. I've been there more after the renovations. Yeah, shit is great in there. They got a good sound system. They got good equipment. Yeah, well, these are DJ things that I'm looking at.
As listeners, that plays a toll.
Yeah. So that shit adds up. Before the renovations, I didn't know that they had food too. That was something I had to figure out. So, but yeah, I think it's hard when it comes to the consistency because every night can be different. Because we already know off rip, the Lost Society brunch and day party is totally different from that night. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And they just have a reputation of being the shit for brunch and day parties for sure. I think that's why it's difficult. DC has got different priorities. Especially when it comes to New York. I think it's very hard to compare it to New York. Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah. Difficult because New York is just a lot encapsulated in one.
No, I'm just saying, like, in New York is incredible.
Yeah.
Like, you can be.
Oh,
in,
yeah, see, I wasn't even going to go about
you can be in
Harlem.
one.
I was just talking about my little...
I got you.
You can be in one borough and not have to leave.
And have everything, yeah.
But see, that's my thing about DC. I feel as though you should be able to do that. You should be able to be in the DuPont corridor in Northwest DC and say, hey, this is where I'm at tonight. And I'm going to go.
We know some spots. Though.
And you know me, that's my spot. So I go to St. Ives. I go to
Hey, don't give him too much.
Zebby's. I'll go. We'll go there. What's the cuz we went there and we did the little lunch and we was eating and we was having a good time. You was like, come back and we're gonna party. What was that spot?
I forgot.
Whatever it was next to Zebby's. Everybody, whatever.
There's a lot going on over there.
I'm big on like, let's have things where like, yo, we can walk. You live in a fucking city. You're in a city.
Yeah.
You shouldn't need to drive across every time. You should be able to walk back and forth and enjoy your transit should be worthwhile. Ain't no way I'm on U Street and if I need to get to 8th Street, what will I do? I'm gonna fucking get on the metro and then do what?
$16 Uber.
And do what?
Get on the X2.
Get on the metro all the way to somewhere, Fort Totten, to get on the red line and go to Union to walk.
Yeah.
Makes no like the city doesn't.
Or you can go to gallery and get on the train right there.
Okay, I'm gonna go to gallery. Like either way, I'm gonna have to go from the green. I'm gonna have to go up or down to go up. When the place is literally across the city.
And I'm drunk.
Hey shit.
Like, let's make it.
And I'm drunk.
Make it make sense. That's the thing about New York. If I'm in the Lower East Side, I'm in the Lower East Side,
yeah.
and I'm going to stay there, and I'm going to go through all these bars, all these places. I'm in Brooklyn.
I had a lot of fun Lower East Side.
And why? Because you probably just went all just gallivanting all up and through that joint.
Damn near. Didn't even gallivant that much.
You don't have.
Got some dinner and some drinks. I had a great time.
It's a vibe.
Also, I have to start going back to New York for leisure. I have to stop going for work because I go for work and I end up having a bad time.
What's the worst time you had in New York?
Oh, last September. Easily. Last September. September 2022. It was HBCU Classic for Howard and Morehouse. Why the fuck is it in New York? I don't know. They bought the fucking contract that year. Congratulations. The biggest issue.
I was upset about that.
Because why the fuck is it in New York? Howard and Morehouse?
I feel you.
New York?
I got it.
That shit crazy.
It was an arcade one of them years.
Yeah, it was an arcade. Makes sense though.
Yeah.
Close to DC. Or tried to be. We drive up, me and DJ Chubby Swag, we drive up, man. Here's the thing, like, don't get us wrong, like, we're not angry people at all, you know. But that trip made me angry. We had to basically drive me straight to a gig. I do the gig, hop out. We're about to head to the Airbnb. Our third homie that's currently in DC working and is going to come up later texts us and say, hey, don't go to the Airbnb. We say, why? We're literally on the way there now. She says, the lady just canceled and said that somebody's staying there. And I said, yeah, us. Fuck you mean? So we think that she either extended the person's stay or whatever. So now we're in New York with no lodging and we paid for this and it's the weekend. You know what I mean? So it's a lot going on. Of course, we're not getting no refund, quick back. She not even responding. The shit was crazy. Again, go back to lifelong friends of what I've talked about earlier. We had to shift our plan and basically stay in Harlem with my homeboy Izzy, the same one who led me to my first time seeing DJ. So, like I said, it pays to have lifelong friends in certain places for sure, because that trip could have gone a lot worse. But even on top of that, didn't have the best time with the events there. Of course, we're in New York, but this is still a crowd that's attracted for the classic. So, HBCU people, black people. I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm kind of playing the same sets, and even then, my sets are only like an hour and a half, along with the lineup of more DJs, which is how it goes. I get it, but I just did not have a good time on top of everything else. I'm very much of a person who likes to have everything organized, especially when I'm in a different location, because I can't be off my equilibrium. I gotta have everything on point in a situation so I can go and do what the fuck I need to do. So. Yeah, September 2022, terrible time. And that's why I'm like, I need to go to New York when I have a week off. And I need to stay in Brooklyn. I need to mind my fucking business. Do like 2 gigs that whole week. But fun ones, good ones,
What's the best gig in DC that you've done recently? Outside of Alice, because Alice is your thing.
Yeah. Alice is my thing. Shit, that's kind of difficult. I'm not gonna lie. The New Balance Gray Day event, that was fun. That was really fun. Shout out to Bird and Made in the DMV. She hit me up for that. Got some shoes out of it too. Love that. We love gifts. But no, that was a good one. It was at Sandlot Georgetown, another one of my favorite spots. And it was just fun. And I only did like an hour, but I played a lot of like people from the city that I fuck with. Trell, Ade, Gold Link, played some Rico as well. And it was just fun. It was a good smooth hour. It was good people around, and a nice little event.
You said you're the best DJ. If I had to take you out of it, give me the top 3 DJs in the area.
I can't even give you top 3 because I'm just going to name everybody in Joy Club. So that's Sapphire, that's Kid Fresh, that's Marauder, Sometime, Malcolm Xavier.
So those are the 3. I mean, they're the best.
I was about to say, I'll put us up against anybody. Any day.
That's what I finally. So these are the people's parties I need to go to.
Yeah.
See, that's my thing. Like,
Marauder be crazy. He be with LB and them.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was thinking about DJ. Like, once again, at this point, y'all have told me that y'all are the party. Like, that's what I've heard from all the DJs. They've said that it's not about the venues. It's not about this and that. It's about the party and them.
And I'll say this, it's also more important too because for events, why wouldn't you trust a DJ? So it's DJ throwing events, and there's a lot more there's so many DJ throwing events now. I think that's why I say follow the party, follow the collective, follow the DJ.
I mean, I've been saying that.
Yeah, it's because now it's evident. Why wouldn't you trust a person that not only plays the music but sees fucking everything? We can see where certain events lack. We can see where certain venues lack because we're in a booth. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lot more technical. I can't say this for everybody, but I'm a lot more technical. I'm thinking a lot more outside myself when I'm DJing. Of course, I'm focused on the crowd, reading them, seeing where the music is going, but also I'm seeing, things that just may not work. Like, damn, why is the dance floor empty? Oh, everybody's at the bar. There's only 2 bartenders. Everybody's trying to get a drink. They're spending at least 20 minutes over there. Okay, I can chill for a little bit until everybody gets their drink and then comes back. You got to play everything into a factor when you're DJing because that's what affecting the crowd. The crowd is not just affected by you at the music. That's another big thing. And I'm glad I'm here because I want to say this as well. It's funny because this happens a lot. When something goes wrong, the DJ gets blamed first, even when it's not their fucking fault. But when something goes right and the party does well, the DJs are never mentioned first. That needs to change.
You know what? I can actually get all this corrected if y'all really want me to. Y'all really want me to? I can fix this. The biggest first issue, we have to get rid of these promoters. At this point,
there's no reason
they do nothing. Listen,
they serve certain purposes. I will say.
But here's my issue. If you just open my eyes up to a very great point. As a DJ,
Charles, let's open the consulting firm.
As a DJ, you do multiple layers of the job.
Yeah,
you do the party, you do crowd management, you do crowd promotion because once again, you're bringing people and you have to. Hey, I'm here. Here. This room. So, in a baked-in level, you're doing some of the promoter's job. Yeah. And the biggest part of the job...
No, he's doing the promoter's job.
Pretty much.
Yeah, but the biggest part of the job, regardless, is your job.
Absolutely.
The promoter, no matter what the promoter... I don't care if you're the hottest promoter.
The promoter can bring the people to the space, but if you don't have a DJ, you have nothing.
Yeah. If I don't have the right DJ...
Right, that too. You have a bar, cool, but you have probably like a Spotify playlist, but you have nothing else after that, I mean, you can listen to the Spotify playlist in your car. You know what I'm saying? It's not nothing special at that point. So agreed when it comes into for sure, and that also goes to the DJ thrown events. Yes, we can definitely do it by ourselves for sure. We don't always need a promoter. However, I'll say when it comes to there are some ethical promoters out there. You know what I'm saying?
So there's some good guys. Here's the thing. I think we need to find a way to cut them to a point. Like, because I think if we could get their influence, because it feels like their influence is too heavy at the
limit their state.
Yeah,
that's fair.
My thing DJs that like it feels like they're at like a 70 to like 80 right now, and I need them more at like a 30 to 40.
That's real.
Like I need their influence not to matter because it seems as though like it's a few people who throw parties.
He's too high for me.
And because they like have ends with venues or whatever, they can kind of like set the market, for lack of better words, or dictate how
10%.
Dictate how the industry moves.
I see what you mean.
For what it's worth.
I mean, at the same time, honestly it's a never ending debate. But at the same time, even when it comes to promoters fucking up the market, and when it comes to parties, when it comes to like even the DJ market as well, you gotta remember there's always somebody on the other side doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. So there's a good amount of DJs, and I can't even like blame most of them. I want to say most of them are newer DJs who just may not know their worth just yet, but they're still undercutting the game. You know what I'm saying? They're taking, subpar for an hour, per hour. Mm. So at the same time, there are some niggas who don't need DJing. Like DJing isn't really like their main thing. And in that case, they're like, oh, the money ain't nothing. I got money. I got whatever I need already. I just want to be cool.
Why y'all trying to be cool being DJs? The streets are done.
You can be cool just being your fucking self.
That's what I thought. I thought like y'all don't dress fly no more and get money. That's not cool no more. Y'all gotta be DJs. Oh man. God, y'all really don't want to pay for parties. It's got to that point. Y'all just want to be DJs.
I've seen some niggas get their pride hurt having to pay $20 at the door.
Here's my thing about paying $20 at any door. Your party has to be like, bro, I'm not about to pay $20 to go just stand
here. Yeah.
And that be my problem with almost all of these parties, bro. I lie to you not. It'd be very seldom where I'd be like, oh yeah, we are having fun. I be in the island joint, they do be having fun in that joint. So I'm like, yo, I would pay to go in somewhere if you told me I'm going to have fun.
Yeah.
But I'm not paying I could sit in my crib, smoke my weed, and listen to my music with my friends right here.
Right.
And the bottles would not cost that much. I promise you.
Whole lot cheaper.
Also,
but like I said, some people just want to be cool. So some people want that experience, but in front of 50 other people to see them.
50 other people is crazy, especially when these are losers from your hometown. But that's neither here nor there.
That was nasty.
What? Losers from your hometown? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. What's your favorite place to DJ outside of DC? Like, I've seen that argument, like, the crowds and stuff in different places. What is there a place that you like more than here, or... Well, let's take you out of it because it's home base for you.
Particularly, yeah. DC is definitely home base. Atlanta's a lot different.
What's the difference?
The biggest difference is first off the musical selection that you're able to play. Like you can get off some cool shit out there, but ultimately it's a lot of trap. It's a lot of people from Atlanta. Granted, Atlanta has a good stakehold in the music. That's undeniable. But when you're in Atlanta, you're in Atlanta, So it's like, cool, but I don't get to have as much freedom as I'd like.
Do they like to hear like the main street Atlanta people, like we know, like most people know?
They like to hear both. They want to hear the classics, so they still want to. I mean, you can still get off Gucci Mane, I Think I Love Her, but they also want to hear the nigga that's coming up. Yeah, the nigga that just here. Exactly.
Little kids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I'll say one thing about Atlanta spots too: it's always gonna be hookah there. We walked down the street from my homeboy condo to a pizza joint. They was like, we got hookah too. I was like, I'm good.
Hookah and DJs.
I'm okay.
I love Atlanta. Like Atlanta's like the Black Wakanda if you really think about it.
Oh God. Oh, don't say that.
You're gonna get your hookah before you get your food.
Yeah, you're gonna get your hookah before you get your food.
Why do people hate the Black Wakanda? Atlanta really just be having shit like.
Atlanta's just another city,
so
bro.
Why say the Black Wakanda?
Wakanda's a fictional place though, so it's just like give it some hope.
It's already black though.
But it's just like, yes,
it's
in theory.
The fact that, we established the fact that it's fictional. Okay, cool. But it's also a fictional black place.
I guess.
So why say the Black Wakanda?
So Atlanta Wakanda?
It's like saying Chai Tea.
I hate saying Atlanta's Wakanda anyway.
Say Chai Tea, nigga.
Or the Sahara Desert.
Wait, so we're...
Sahara means desert and Chai means tea.
And the TT.
Yeah.
TT.
Black, really black.
Black as fuck.
Hey, what's wrong with you, bro? Like, why you've never been a hater like this. This is normally my lane to be a hater.
I know.
But I'm so surprised. Like, I'm normally the one who's hated. This is crazy.
I want to say a big thing about the Atlanta Wakanda thing.
All day at work, Charles. You got to excuse me.
Talk to us about the Atlanta Wakanda.
T.I. ruined that. Yeah, T.I. ruined it. So when the protests were happening and fucking police were tripping, you remember he got up there with Killer Mike and fucking Keisha.
He was wild.
Over there talking about, this is Wakanda, we don't do this.
Yeah.
Nigga, yes we do.
Yeah. See, when you say it in that aspect, it's not cool.
It's
But,
okay.
like,
He fucked it up.
Yeah, when you joke about it,
He fucked up a lot of shit. He fucked that up.
Cardi B said her man be tossing bitches tiny. Oh my god,
That's some sick shit.
that was funny. I was like, they letting shorties get away with saying
Some
that?
sick shit.
I was like, I
Then you
appreciate.
see the nigga try to do like comedy. And like, oh hey, look at me. Stop. Take your ass home. To Wakanda.
To Wakanda. Yo,
You're rich, you can do whatever you want. You out here doing stand-up comedy. And then he had the situation getting mad
that they, like,
at
you
black
not
women
good-
comics
that you not that they
trying to
you not
berate
good.
them. Like, come on, bro. You're doing everything wrong.
Yeah, Tim is an interesting character.
Yeah, man.
But he made him some classics, so good for him.
It's like you say that, but then it's like, damn, you made them classics and then chose to be a lame nigga in the future.
But here's the thing about making classics, though. That's why you make classics.
You did all that good shit in the past and you came and fucked it up.
But see, that's why niggas make classics. Because
I understand.
Once you
I get
do
it.
that, we kind of let you get away with lame shit.
Yeah, and that's the fucked up part.
Yeah,
That's the fucked up part.
But the thing about it is that we've been doing that for like the eternity of history.
Yeah.
So it's not even like some new shit. So
Yeah,
like, you know,
lame niggas definitely existed in prehistoric
like,
times.
what are you talking about, bro?
Yeah. I
Like,
can imagine
serious?
a lame nigga, hater ass nigga.
Like, come on, bro. Like, big bad vibes. You know? So, but it happens.
It's tragic.
Very tragic.
Damn, Dick on.
Hater ass nigga, lame ass nigga.
They got breakfast named after him, though.
You see what I'm saying? Like, niggas be hating.
I ain't never ate them shits. I'm sorry.
You never, you don't do the egg Betty?
I'm a strictly
I don't like that
scrambled
type of
egg type of guy.
You're a
say, I don't like that
so you
type
don't
of
do
egg.
yolk.
Nah, I can't do it.
I'm a fried egg or like some shit like
Yo,
that.
BD, I hate it.
Wow.
If I'm eating eggs, it's
I'm not
scrambled.
gonna lie, that's one of the Caucasian things that I've been getting into later on in life that I like.
The yolk?
Yeah,
Nah.
like a good runny egg.
Can't do it.
man. You know, like a little poached egg. Wow.
Why this shit leaking? Like I can't do it.
Nigga said post egg.
Why this shit leaking,
You
bro?
might as well just eat an egg.
Yeah.
Just crack that bitch. Say it raw, baby. Fuck it.
Listen, there's something about the way it's not thinking, but like you guys gotta get cultured, man. It's really
Is it
good.
cultured?
I don't know, but I like to think that to make
That's
myself
fair.
feel better.
I'm just not a big egg person, period.
That's
though,
fair.
so-
That's also fair too. I fuck with eggs,
I
not
like that.
consistently.
I like
Yeah.
eggs. Yeah.
But
And the thing is that like before this, this is like a mid-20s later thing. Like prior to this, like no poached egg for me ever, like fried and scrambled. But like as I've been diving into caucasity, it's been nice. Some of it has been
let's
nice.
expand on that.
Talk to me.
What else like? So what else? When you're diving into caucasity, we're getting into yolks. What other aspects of life are you now experiencing?
Well, this is more of like a college thing because I went to Temple.
I got you.
So-
Got you.
So a little bit because I was big into I was
lit though.
big into finding the caucasity. So some of the caucasity like
You was that guy on campus.
yeah for sure. I was definitely I hung out with a bunch of white people my freshman year, and I used to always go to their apartment on Friday and Saturday nights.
Yeah.
First time I just seen coke like
Casually.
yeah, casual.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, like people just like oh yeah, like you could do that.
Can you, bro, can you hand me that?
Yeah,
And you're like,
and everyone's nice about it. Very, very, very good people.
yeah, polite as fuck around some coke. Right?
So I'm a big fan. You know, I've done some white drugs for sure. Some drugs. People like you did that.
No
Like,
racial
yeah,
berries around cocaine though.
yeah. Hey,
Is coke the key to ending racism?
honestly,
From Charles' stories that he's told me, bro.
I wouldn't say it's the key to ending racism, but I will say it does help spur, you know,
Some healing every now and
the
then.
good vibes, the good
Yeah.
vibes. To
That's crazy.
they were loving in the 70s, man. Just hey,
Yeah, we saw.
and you know.
Hey.
Other dives into caucasity, like you know, like wilderness shit. I don't know if that's like big or more caucasity, but I feel like in America it is. Like if I was back in the homeland,
Yeah.
you know, there wouldn't be so much. But here, I think that's a more Caucasic vibe.
Fair enough.
So karaoke, I don't know if that's a Caucasic vibe.
I'm seeing more. I'm seeing more black. Yeah, well, it is Japanese first and foremost for sure.
Well, they're Caucasic adjacent.
Touche. Mountains is close.
Eurasia.
Fair.
They're one.
You know, I'm big on the Eurasia.
They're one.
Like people need a caucus. Come on, man. I'm just saying. So there's some things out there.
I believe the mountains divide.
I don't know if you heard earlier, but I'm big into like Clarks and boat shoes,
Yeah.
and, like moccasins.
Fair enough.
So you know, like I'm
Nigga said moccasins.
yeah. Oh man, I
know exactly what he
My
meant.
Sperry game is elite, man.
Damn, they got different types of
Native
spirits.
Americans, though, what?
I knew they had like different colors here and there, but do they got numbers or they got like model names? Just like
You got, I don't know them off the top. Of my
Oh,
head.
yeah, fair
They
enough.
got like the joints with the fur inside got a name.
Yeah.
They got the joints that is more loafer style. Like it gets busy. It gets busy with the.
He went to private school too, though.
Yeah,
okay.
I went to Catholic school and it off and on throughout
School
like
my whole life.
Gotcha.
elementary, middle, and high school. Ooh, we went to public school. Ooh.
I mean, niggas ain't wearing Sperry's.
I was wearing Bape.
I ain't even had that.
Yeah, I was wearing Bape.
And I was wearing Sperry's. We love that.
Totally different.
So it's like one of the models named like the Titanic or some shit. Like I'm curious now.
Nah, I think they're like just like Grey Wolford. Like, it's like some real,
Oh, they be
like,
coming up with some shit.
Yeah, like some real like English type of. I'm big on the Brits too. Hey, that was a question I had.
Talk to me.
What's your stance on like playing like the UK music, the
I love
UK things?
I love it.
What's your favorite UK artist?
Right now, Dave. I fuck with Dave a lot. That freestyle he did on Victory Lap was crazy.
Okay.
It was amazing.
I would like to ask this question.
What's up?
To the panel. The Central C has a spray tan.
He's Guyanese. I found that out the
read
other
that.
day. We had this I had this conversation with somebody the other day. He's like, I have
A
Guyanese.
spray tan? That's crazy.
Hey, bro.
A grown man having a spray tan is kind of wild.
According to the person I was talking to, they were like, "He's Guyanese," and she was like, "Yeah, Guyanese. Guyanese niggas be whatever," which is funny because I'm half Guyanese, so yeah.
You kind of look like my man Bab, like you could be his cousin. He got these.
I wouldn't put it past it. I really wouldn't. It's my dad's side. I really wouldn't.
That's a vibe.
I'm pretty sure I'm cousins with my homie Al Hostile for sure. I'm pretty sure.
All right, so
He's
you
Chinese as well.
Huh? Yeah.
so you like so you do like the UK vibes.
Yeah.
Is there any type of music that you're just like
Country.
what? So there's no Garth Brooks, no Tim McGraw.
Fuck no.
No.
The only Tim McGraw that passes is
The joint with Nelly.
yeah.
Over and over again.
That is the only one. Actually, no, it's two. Because of my great grandma liked country music to an extent. So she used to watch CMT sometimes in between her
You
stories.
don't got no Dolly Parton in the mix.
No, Jolene. Okay, Jolene is good. I'm not playing it, but I respect it.
I fuck with Jelly Roll.
Yeah, I just heard about him recently.
Yeah, I fuck with Jelly Roll.
He cool. He cool. Yeah, I just heard about him
I found out
recently.
who he was as a person watching podcasts.
I also respect fat niggas doing, succeeding in anything.
Yeah.
Fat nigga supremacy.
Can we
you
talk
know?
about that for a
What's
little bit? You said fat nigga supremacy.
Yeah.
So the greatest rapper of all time is a fat nigga.
Facts.
So you got that.
Okay.
Biggie.
Yeah, it took me a minute. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, it's
I had to
okay.
run through the Rolodex of fat niggas.
Okay. The Rolodex. I love when you do this.
The fat
That's
nigga.
Everything I was about to
The
say.
fat nigga index.
What's the fat nigga index?
The fat nigga index is basically any fat nigga that somebody has compared you to or said that you look like, but you actually don't.
What's the worst one you got?
Kenan Thompson.
Okay.
I just don't see it. I don't see any
I'm sorry.
resemblance.
My dad like that.
I'm sorry. I just don't see any resemblance, whatever.
What
No,
about
I don't see
Gorilla
me
Black?
I haven't heard that one.
Really?
Ever.
You heard Biggie though.
Biggie, Earthquake, the comedian.
Okay.
Bruce, the comedian.
You literally look.
I can see Bruce more than.
But that's what I'm saying.
I
We
can
don't.
see Bruce more than
We don't look like each other. We just big and dark skinned.
Yeah, that's nasty.
But you're darker than Earthquake.
Actually, yeah.
He's darker than most of these people he's named so far, except for Biggie.
But it don't matter to niggas who generalize.
Bruce was black though.
Yeah, Bruce is pretty, but not as black as him. Nothing true. Nothing anything wrong with being black.
Oh, you good?
It's a beautiful thing.
I'm good.
I wish I was actually darker like you.
Really?
I'm not as dark enough. Like sometimes I be trying to blame the dark skin. They be like, "You're not dark skin." I be like,
What?
"That's crazy, right? Talk about. That's why I like when other dark skinned niggas get around because then we can really have a combo. Niggas talking about you not. I'm like, I'm not dark skinned.
Just out here looking like
crazy.
That's a little wild to say. That's pretty wild to say.
That's wild, right?
That's pretty wild to say.
My brother, hold on. Look, that's what I'm saying. Niggas like, I ain't dark skinned.
Right.
Like, I ain't with the game. Like, that's,
five I can't get involved with.
yeah,
Damn.
Stay over there.
Hey, brother, I ain't mean to colonize.
Stay over there. I didn't mean to colonize. It's a crazy
Oh
thing
my
to say.
God, that's a wild
It's a
thing, bro.
wild thing to say.
I ain't mean to colonize,
I'm
brother.
on the couch. It's okay.
It's okay. You could have just said nothing. Would you?
You the special agent in Wakanda. They be telling that nigga everything, bro.
See, just like
Oh
real
my
life.
God.
This shit is really wicked. All right, let's finish with some music before we get out of here because we are fooling now. We started fooling.
We've been fooled.
We've been
I'm having a
fooling.
great time.
We started with biracial talk. I just want everyone to remember.
That's
that.
exactly what it started with. Wow.
This started with.
It's full circle.
Can we? All right. So here's my thing. Do you make playlists for women? Because I was going to ask you.
Oh, brother.
Because I've always thought like the DJ always be getting some shots. Like you gotta have like a plethora of like shots. Like oh hey what's going on? So like do you like make playlists for them? And if so,
brother.
like how do you differentiate who gets which one?
Damn. Hold on, I'm formulating this.
Take your time.
So it's politically correct. It has happened in the past.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
No. So abundant playlists don't exist for me. Okay. So I have a couple of shit that I've made mainly for myself. I don't really make public playlists anymore. Because I'm always listening to music. Do playlists exist for certain women? They have in the past. It either served a purpose or was curated for in the past, yeah. But yeah, not really anymore.
Is that because you couldn't express your emotions with words, or is that because you just felt?
Oh, I can express every emotion with a word. Yeah.
I just wanted to ask.
Oh no, yeah.
I heard that's what the kids were talking about on Twitter.
The inability of emotional expression.
Yeah,
I'm pretty.
And so they say music.
I'm pretty.
So they send songs back
Like
and
general
forth to
music
each
guys.
other, yeah.
I don't know if that's always true. I know some people that can like are better expressing through music than regular words. That does exist. But a complete inability, I haven't personally seen it. I don't know. I'll say what I need to say, but that's about it. Like as soon as I'm done talking, that's it. You're not getting much more out of me because I've already explained it exactly how it's supposed to be explained.
Feel that.
Yeah.
I just want to know if you was giving the shorties playlist, but you're not giving.
That's why I said it has happened in the past.
In the past, though, that's not good.
Oh, is it still you respecting something a little bit more? Nah, man. I'm enlightened now.
I'm enlightened now.
Cause now the shit tracks. So it's like you can send a playlist and then you kinda gotta what you could do.
Okay.
I'm not saying it's being done.
Okay.
What you could do.
This is what I'm trying to get at.
I mean if you make it already, right?
Okay. Yes.
At least I use Apple Music primarily because I got all my iTunes shit on there already.
Yes, sir.
You could make the playlist, send it to where it needs to be sent. If the situation goes awry or isn't as copacetic
as
it once was, Just take it off the profile. You don't got to delete it. And change the name to whatever it may need to be. And,
that's all I was trying to, just say.
That's fair. Like I said, it's not. I'm not saying it's happening. I'm not saying it's happening
Not
at all.
saying it is or it's not.
But in my studies,
If it could,
I've learned a few
if
things.
it would, it would happen like that.
Basically.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's respectable.
I'm a troubleshooter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always finding ways to solve solutions.
I love that.
We're wearing lighting now.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
What you said.
Yeah, you're right.
He did not say that. What was that?
We're good.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this jewelry you have on.
What's up?
This Joy Club.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you. Let's get into Joy
Gang.
Club.
Let's talk about Joy Club.
So gang?
No. We're a collective of DJs that throw events meant to make you move,
Meant to make you move.
Meant to make you move. The history starts with Cam Dooley and Malcolm Xavier. I wasn't a part of Joy Club then, but I worked pretty closely with them when I was coming up. Like I said, Club was my first residency with Joy Club. I actually met Malcolm Xavier at an event he was hosting at Union Stage. I had to do sound check for Chubby Swag because he was coming from a trip somewhere. He was running a little late. So I set up his equipment, did sound check for him. He did the event with Malcolm. Ran into Malcolm. I told him straight up. I was like, what's up, bro? I'm a DJ. You can ask Chubby about me. If you need any DJ for anything, let me know. 2 weeks later, he hit me up. He said, we're doing a happy hour. They had already had the Tuesday parties on lock. And I had been there before, so that's how I knew him. I was lucky enough to get in for the one that was a Smino after party. Back when Smino had just hit up from SoundCloud. So I have very vivid memories from that night because I remember hearing them DJ and being like, damn, this is what I want to DJ like. Like, I want to play these songs out in public. And they're doing it. And the audience that is with them is actually rocking. I'm like, damn, this shit is crazy. That same night, I got violently drunk, and I was
Violent.
I was rapping "Devil in a New Dress" like it was a love song to my dead girlfriend.
It was.
Yeah, I can still consider it a love song, but you would have thought I wrote that bitch the way I was performing.
Is it not?
I think it's a love song.
What are we doing here?
I thought I was the asshole. I guess it's rubbing off. You know what I mean?
What?
Crazy feature from Rick Ross, and this feature verse actually related to the song. That doesn't happen often. Run back Rick Ross features from that era. That nigga wasn't talking about shit.
It's two different topics, Charles. I was not trying to do anything
I'm
for
just
one.
saying.
Because I don't think that song is a love song one.
It is.
I think you should look at it again.
You should.
I shall. Two. That's hilarious about the Rick Ross.
Oh yeah, but it's true. What did he do? Royals. Why was he on Royals with Lord?
Lord D.
Is it Lord D?
I don't know.
It's Lord.
It's Lord.
Oh.
Either way, why the fuck was he on there? Not rapping about shit she was talking about. I don't even know what the fuck she was talking about. That nigga get on the verse. That nigga get on the hook.
Honestly, that's my favorite. Honestly, that's my favorite thing about pop music. Most of the songs are just degenerate songs about like coke and like, and everyone's like, "This is my favorite song." In Gap.
Or
like,
Pumped Up Kicks.
like they're talking about
Pumped Up Kicks is actually some fucked up shit.
for us.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's about a school shooting.
I like that.
What?
Pumped Up Kicks by Foster the People.
I don't know what that is.
All the other kids with the pumped up kicks, you better run.
I heard that.
After my gun. Yeah. It's about a school shooting. It's fucked up.
I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
that's why I love them rock songs. I'm supposed to be mad degenerate.
Just and depressing, yeah. I mean, it's all, but this is also, I love conversations like this because it's also things like people having to realize that Hey Ya wasn't a happy song.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people don't realize that to this day. Yeah.
Like dancing at the disco.
And they was getting that shit, but it's not happy at all.
It's a song about someone cheating at their wedding.
Bro, like, why are we staying together after we do each other so wrong?
Yeah.
That shit fucked up. Oh, because our parents did? Fuck that.
Great song.
Great song. But back to Joy Club.
Yeah.
So yeah, Malcolm hit me up
there, huh?
2 weeks later. But this is how conversations are supposed to flow.
For real.
Yeah, you know. Malcolm came up to me 2 weeks later. We did the Joy Hour residency. I had a great time. Learned a lot about equipment in that time because that was my first like weekly residency where I was going back to the same equipment. And I used to be the nigga carrying the controller up to the booth at Cloak. And if you don't know, Cloak is a trapdoor booth to another trapdoor. So it's not easy, especially for niggas of size. So yeah, I was learning a lot. That's when I got comfortable with CDJs and battle style mixers.
That's like you carrying crates.
Damn near. Not as extensive because I could not imagine carrying 4 crates worth of shit into a party. But yeah, I had a lot of shit up there. But yeah, we did that. And then they enjoyed the way I DJ'd. So I was working with Marauder, I was working with Sometime. Anytime they had a space, they gave me a call. And then officially I was called March of last year. Yeah. And then now I represent Drug Club. One of very, very big achievement. Like I said, being at that party at Cloak, and then get into this moment, it's a great feeling.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Any last words you have for the people about DJing, music, life, anything?
Depending on how fast this episode gets out, first off, Jet Fest, August 11th to the 13th. That's happening. If you're in DC, follow me at DJ Jordan Jetson for all the info, everything that you may need. Anything else for the people, for the masses? Not much, man. It's Joy Club the Dynasty. It's homegrown forever. I appreciate all the love and support. And like I said, we the best at this shit.
Finally, someone with the gall to say they're the best.
I don't think that shit is a problem.
Besides us.
Yeah, I really don't think that shit is a problem. Like, why would I not feel that way about myself?
And Pope, because his name is literally Sneaker Pope.
Yeah.
The highest of the high.
Right. Religiously even.
Religiously.
Like, and it also just happens to be his last name.
Yeah. I mean, the way he doing them shoes, he is definitely saving them in a holy way, for sure. That is for certain.
I love it. Alice, Friday nights?
Alice Friday nights, come see us, man. Joy Club will be there. If I'm not DJing, I'm in the building. You'll probably catch me in the corner eating some fried rice. Shrimp fried rice specifically.
Can we get the full Jet Fest lineup one more time?
Yeah, we can do it.
Oh, yeah, Jet Fest. It's 8/11.
August 11th to the 13th. My birthday is the 10th.
Real niggas born on the 10th.
This is the, hey. Yeah, so this is the 5th annual Jet Fest. It was a party that started crazy enough it wasn't even supposed to start. But Chubby Swag, again, like I said, that's my brother, man. He convinced me to throw my birthday party for the first year back in 2019, technically.
That's why you guys
2020
as well too. Huh?
Yes, that's essentially how we met because I was working at Sandlot and he's like, "When your birthday?" I said, "August 10th." He said, "Nigga, we really brothers?" I said, "Absolutely," which we kind of knew from the jump. You can tell. Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is the 5th year. The biggest is also my 10th year in DC, so it was a really special moment.
Yeah, so make some noise for that.
Yeah, for sure.
Real nigga
For
didn't
sure.
want to be just a transplant. So
Nah,
stay
for real.
around.
But that's why I was telling a lot of people I graduated, and then you start seeing the city for what it is outside of that college bubble, and it's like, damn, it's really some shit out here. So you can have a good time, and it's a lot of history and a lot of culture.
Chicago,
Yeah,
we went from Atlanta to DC.
right. And here we are. So who knows? This may be an extension of my family.
I love it.
But yeah, August 11th will be at Alice. Like I said, Alice Fridays will be there in the nighttime. Saturday will be at Sandlot, Georgetown for the day party. And then Sunday we're having brunch-ish at 801 on U Street. A lot of places, these 3 places, I have relationships with venues and restaurants. I like going places where I'm comfortable. I like going places where I know people, where I know the staff are good people as well. And these are places that I've made money for, made money with, and I'm happy to have them a part of this. This is the first time we've done a whole weekend. Usually it's just one party. Mm-hmm. It was actually my mom's idea. She got to come out last year and she experienced me as DJ Jordan Jetson in DC for the first time. And she had a fucking blast. So she goes back to Atlanta 2 weeks later. She calls me. She said, "Hey, check your email." I check my email. Why does she make an itinerary for a weekend? So It's a culmination of love and support from the start of my career when I didn't even want to put DJ in the beginning of my name to now where I'm a DJ that throws events, you know. So,
I love it.
a whole weekend of them.
Let's make some fucking noise to that. All right, last words to the people. I know you talking about your socials. Any words of wisdom?
At DJ Jordan Jetson on everything. Words of wisdom, I will say, make sure you believe in you. That's that. Make sure you believe in you, man. Because if you don't do it, who else will?
Ain't that the damn truth?
Yeah.
All right. That was a good episode, man.
Thank y'all for having me, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. Finally.
Not the last either. Not the last.
Hey, that's what we like to hear.
Yeah, for sure.